Welcome back to Suuthing Talks with Susan Leid. Today I have something special. It's a soothing thought. We are going to examine and discover what is so special about this Clubhouse app. Everybody's talking about it, and it is one of the things that are so worthy to be on Suuthing Thoughts, because that's about things that I get excited about, my favorite things. So get ready and let's discover Clubhouse. Guys, I just want to tell you, I love doing Suuthing Thoughts because it's where I can share all of my favorite things with you guys, and it's just very, very exciting to me. I love this type of energy. I just want to say, let's figure out why Clubhouse is such a big buzz. There was a lot of things that happened in 2020 that were not too great, but this Clubhouse app came out maybe April of 2020, and it has been phenomenal. It is growing, and it is one of the most awesome things that I've ever experienced. So Clubhouse is a networking, real-time conversational app. It is a unique audio-only platform, social media platform, that allows you to participate in conversations with industry professionals and celebrities, people that you would normally have no access to, you have access to. Once you're in the Clubhouse app, there is no elitism. I was in a room with Kevin Hart. You could be in a room with Oprah. The opportunity to be in that room, and that is just so fascinating that you could actually be in the same space with people like that and learn so much and have the opportunity to ask questions and so forth. It's just phenomenal. I'm so excited about it. You can converse in these rooms, you can listen, and you can, lead your own conversations by making your own room. Here's the thing where everybody's getting a little caught up. How do you get on to Clubhouse? Well, at this time, Clubhouse is by invitation only. Someone has to nominate you. With that being said, I want to give a big thanks to Marlon Mills. I am so excited that he was able to nominate me for this. So thanks, Marlon, for doing that. And once you are invited, you now have the ability to go in and experience it. Now, one of the things that I've learned is even if you aren't invited yet, what you want to do is you want to download the app so that you can go ahead and set up an account, because you want to be able to create your own handle before someone takes it. So you want to have everything ready, so when someone does nominate you, all you have to do is accept, and then everything else is set up because you already have an account. So that might be something that you may want to consider doing. Right now, it's invitation only because they are still working on the infrastructure. They do not have the infrastructure right now to have millions and millions and millions of people on it at one time. So because it's still developing, that's why it's invitation only. Another thing too, this app is made up of different conversational rooms. So with any app, there could be things that may be provocative that you're not into, but for the most part, there are music industry type rooms, there are philanthropists, there are influencers, there are celebrities, there are all these types of people who are running rooms in there where you can have conversations with them, you can learn from them, you can get tons of information, and that will empower you in whatever field that you're in. At this time, unfortunately, this platform is only supported by iOS at this time, so Android users cannot use it. Now, why is this app so great? Okay, you have the power to gain useful information, to learn from some very amazing people. You could be in a room with Oprah, Kevin Hart, or fashion mogul Maxwell Osborne of public school. they are all on it. There are so many different artists on here. There are so many different leaders of companies, Fortune 500 companies, ministry leaders, just so many different amazing, successful people that you can learn from. Of course, anyone who really knows me knows I get so excited to be around knowledge, to learn something new, and to get it straight from the source is amazing. This app to me elevates podcasting to another level because it's real time and it's interactive. So it's like, during a podcast, if the person who's running the podcast, the host, has a guest, they are interacting. However, your audience can join the platform. I will get into how that looks later on in the video. It is absolutely amazing. And when you get into it and you start really going through it and discovering it and seeing all the different things, because it's very simple to navigate through. But in its simplicity, it makes it so accessible and just mind-blowing. I love it. Entrepreneurs that want to access invaluable information, they can get it on Clubhouse. Anything that you want to know. You can be in rooms with lawyers, medical professionals. You could be talking about concerns that you've had about the vaccine, and you're in a room with researchers, maybe even people who were part of the clinical trials, that will be able to talk and share their knowledge so that you can make the best decisions. Like I said, I love it. What we're going to do now is we're going to walk through the app that you can kind of see the platform, and I can take you into the app, but there are limitations and you're not allowed to record. So keep that in mind. Okay, now we're going to take you into the Clubhouse app. First, as you can see right here, it has the screen that says, what's upcoming. These are examples of the things that they paired me with based on my interest. Here we have a meeting that started at 7 a.m., right? And it has a lot of industry top professionals, and there's tons of things that you can learn. They're telling you that they're definitely going to be dropping gems, things that you can take away so that you can be better at that. Let's focus on this here. Female millionaire shares, business secrets. Now, these are all female entrepreneurs, and these people are not necessarily people that you may have heard of. In this description here, you see who's going to be the people who are moderating, and the contributors are up here. And you now have to be in the mindset of knowing what I would call business etiquette. On here, there's, something at 9:15, something at 10 a.m. That I can be part of, right? And you can see right here what it is. Free Up Fridays. This is based on the Trini type of club room. I have it for notification so that it'll show me, and that is something that I'll go into. Now here is where you'll see you have invites that you can now invite people to. This is the upcoming for you tab, where you can see all the things that are upcoming, and here it says join the room in progress. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So you really can't be in the room recording. So that's why it says heads up, sharing recordings without speaker's permission violates the community guidelines and will result in suspension. So you have to know you can't go into rooms recording. So me showing this to you, it will be a bit limited. Now there are some emojis that I think we need to pay attention to. So I will just discuss those. These emojis are the celebrating emoji, which will be around your profile picture when you first start. That just symbolizes that you're new. There is an emoji that is a symbol that will say to leave the room quietly. When you're in a room and you want to leave without interrupting, that's what you do. When you are in a room, you need to have your mic on mute. If you want to contribute to the conversation going on and be on that platform, there is a raise your hand emoji. And if the host allows for it, they will put you up on the stage. You will then, of course, mute your mic until you are addressed to start speaking. One thing that I noticed when I've been in these rooms is that it's a lot of professional people in there, sometimes celebrities, a lot of times multi-millionaires, people, at the top level in their industries. So there should be a specific type of etiquette that we show. This is audio only. As I said before, you have to be very mindful of what you're going to say when you do ask to get on that platform. So you want to make sure that you are taking notes in these rooms. You want to make sure that what you're going to add to the conversation is going to come out succinct, is going to come out fluid, and it's going to actually add to what's being said. You want to be prepared. It's always good to be prepared, because what happens is sometimes after, and it happened to me, after you contribute on someone else's platform, they will try to contact you to either collaborate with you, or they will send you a message saying that they may have been impressed with what you said. They may follow you back. And these are people who are moguls in their industry. They're top leaders. They're millionaires. They're multimillionaires. They are people that really and truthfully can, change the trajectory of what you're doing in terms of business and also in self-growth. So when you do decide that you want to say something, you have to organize your thoughts. You have to, make sure that you write it down, and you have to deliver it in a very concise, effective, and efficient way. You do not want to be long and drawn out, because then the host will interrupt you, because you have to give everybody on that platform the opportunity to contribute that raise their hand. So it's somewhat like a classroom. It's somewhat like a boardroom. It's somewhat like, it can be many things, but what excites me about it is the fact that it's so much information from such excellent sources, people that you would definitely not run into on a daily basis. You have now the power to do that through this app. Those are some of the things that I feel are important for you to take heed of, pay attention to, and really do, so that you can look your best, perform your best inside of these rooms. Another thing is you can also own room, and depending on what you want to share, other people are going to come in, and again, you have to effectively run that meeting like you would any other meeting. Have an agenda, have an open forum with questions, and really try to engage the audience that comes into your room. Like I said, very exciting, especially for me. I know lots of people are excited about it. Lots of people who are business minded, business oriented, entrepreneurs, small business owners, people who just want to advance. There's a lot of inspirational things on here, motivational, helpful type rooms. So when you get invited, be ready. Hopefully this video is going to give you a little bit more insight on how you should behave in rooms, and that's very important. So now that you've had an overview of what the app actually is and how you can navigate it, and what you should be doing when you do decide to join a room and you want to participate with the contributors and with the host. So that is pretty much the overview of the app. If you are a knowledge seeker, if you are someone who wants to level up in 2021 or level up in life, period, if you are someone who wants to do better, because there's a lot of self-help, meditation, inspirational rooms, just to help you feel better, it's there. And, I look forward to having my own meetings. So I want to create a room for parents of special needs children that can come into the room and be a safe space to just talk about some of the challenges that happen. I also will be setting up a room for Suuthing Talks that is focused on OCD and ADD and ADHD, and how cognitive and behavioral therapy coaching will help with executive functioning skills. So these are some of the things that I'm going to be doing on Clubhouse that to me will be so helpful to people who are not my clients, but they can kind of learn what it is that I do. And with it being, this pandemic, and I'm not able to have live workshops, this is a wonderful, wonderful way to interact with and grow the community so that we can learn from each other, and I can understand what's going on in certain communities so that we can expand and help and heal and just support. So very excited. I love it. I hope that the makers of this app keep it as close to what it is. For me, I can see it being something that hopefully is long lasting, because it is absolutely amazing. So if you do have it already, please go into it, discover, play, navigate through it. If you don't, hopefully you'll get an invitation soon from someone. Sooner rather than later, you too can experience it. So until next time, this is Susan Leid sharing my soothing thought, and I am totally amped about this awesome app. Enjoy.